Okay. So, first we gotta introduce ourselves. Oh my God, this is already feeling like school because they're gonna be asking, introduce yourself and give us like a fun fact. Anyways, Cassie, just say your name. I already said it. Oh God.
Hey guys, I'm Cassie.
Vic.
Hi, I'm Victoria. I
We
hate
should
saying
say
my
our
Okay.
I hate saying my own name. It's so
Guys, we
weird.
should say our grades too, so they know we have different points of views.
Okay, I'm Sarah and I'm in eighth grade. Well, actually, oh my God, I'm in
Whoa.
ninth. That's weird. I'm a freshman. Oh, that's weird.
I'm gonna be a junior.
Hi, I'm the baby of the group. I'm in eighth grade.
Oh my God. That's so weird. Okay, so first question is
Should we do ages?
how do you guys feel about going back to school after COVID and, the whole thing?
Well,
Well,
I know. Okay, you go.
okay. Well, I basically am very. I'm like it's very complicated in my opinion because school is good to have, especially when you like want to get out and like you have nothing to do anymore. After
Hmm.
having a very boring summer, it's going to be fun to socialize with people. But
Definitely.
again, school can be very, very stressful. And like a lot of the time in school, like I forget to like even like think about myself and taking care of myself instead of just like focusing on the academic things and getting good grades and all that. So it's kind of like a very iffy thing. But it's also kind of weird because like August is definitely one of my favorite months because it's my birthday, but it's also kind of like annoying because it's like the Sunday of summer where it's like that like
Yes, that is the perfect way to put it. The Sunday of summer.
yeah,
Imagine.
it's it's like your last chance to have like a hurrah. Anyways, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. You were talking about like how it's hard to take care of your mental health when you're in school, and I agree that's one of the weaknesses of the school system. It's very hard to have your mental health be good when you're trying so hard to make your grades what colleges are going to think is acceptable.
Yeah, you've got so much on your mind, so it's just kind of hard to put that into categories, being like, oh, I gotta focus on this, but I also gotta focus on this. Makes me go crazy.
Especially
Yeah.
you, Cassie, since you're heading into junior year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that's the
And
That's
hardest
when
year of
like
high school. I don't.
yeah, and after a year of COVID as my sophomore year and freshman year, I haven't had a full year of high school yet.
Oh my
And it's
God,
going to be
that's
the hardest year.
crazy. My
that's
Yeah.
crazy
only
to think about.
my only
Mm-hmm.
full year of middle school has been sixth grade.
Like
Oh,
especially since we all know eventually they're going to ask us to make some kind of essay saying how did COVID affect your life. It's kind of crazy to think about because I was in like sixth grade and now I'm going into eighth grade and it's just weird to think about. And I also, like Cassie said, I haven't had a full year of middle school, which is weird. And I don't know, it's just like COVID didn't exactly affect us in the way that people probably like our kids will think it did, like, oh, maybe you got sick or something, maybe you almost died. No, it just affected us mentally in like an insane way. And especially because
socially.
the year of online school, it was
Oh,
weird.
it was so hor. Actually,
Mhm.
the beginning of online school, like the very beginning where the teachers didn't really know how to work anything and it was really easy, that was
It was
fun
very
because we were
much
still
slack
able
off.
to hang out. But then we went into like deep quarantine and we started getting work and it was just, oh, it was horrible. Do you guys remember the
Yeah,
first time we hung out after like 3 months of not being able to hang out? We were like social distancing. We were like 6 feet
I know.
apart on concrete.
I think yeah.
downstairs in your driveway.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was so
I
fun.
remember getting in contact with like people who don't have phones, which was one of our friends. It was very like it was just insane. We had to like go on Zoom calls, and it was so difficult to just like even
Yeah.
I
find
know.
the time to socialize, especially since like we lived in the same neighborhood. It was like we were so used to hanging out together. Like that summer we had a really fun time hanging out. And then it just like all of a sudden
It ended.
COVID got horrible and we
Yeah,
just could not hang out.
I
yeah,
remember.
COVID.
You
When
go.
we Okay, thanks. When like we would go to school and stuff, it would be so easy to like socialize out of school because school forced you to like socialize
Hmm.
at it to make friends or for it to be at least entertaining. And I just went on like a vacation and I found it like so awkward to talk to people because I haven't in like 2 years.
Right? I don't even. I forgot how to talk to people other than like really close friends. Like, how am I supposed to meet
Yeah.
new people? Oh.
Yeah, the one of the best things I think about school was that we got to socialize with people.
I
Yeah.
think everyone can agree on that end. You know,
Yeah.
It's also. I remember it was like the basically beginning of 7th grade, and we were called to we were like, it was the end of the day, and then the intercom went on and they're like, all students are gonna go home for the next few weeks, and I'm like, oh, it's probably gonna be like a month, it's gonna be fine. And then like a whole year went by and I was like, okay, so we didn't go back to school, and I graduated from 7th grade not even stepping into the school again. Like, that's so weird.
throughout that time, like it was they told us 4 weeks. 4 weeks they'll be back. We all were ecstatic. We didn't have school those 4 weeks. Everyone was just FaceTiming. Literally, me and a group of kids from school. We had like a packet of homework we had to do. We went on FaceTime with a bunch of people and just like we didn't even do the homework. It didn't matter at the end. We never turned it in or anything. And I remember we were all just like, this is great. Everyone was just playing video games on it. It was just like, and then like the 5th week comes and we're just like, okay, we're not going back to school. And then I just like, everyone completely stops talking to each other. When we went back to school, no one was friends anymore. It was so funny to me. This is like very relevant to whatever we're talking about, but
Yeah.
I remember everyone was so awkward the first day because we were broken up into groups. No one was talking to each other, and the class was very quiet.
Yeah. So, like, to get back to the topic of like this year's back to school, I think it's going to be the most difficult, at least maybe like freshman year because you're like all scared and stuff. You're going to have double, Sarah.
Oh, I
Anyways,
don't
because
even
we
know where
haven't
I'm supposed to go.
socialized. Yeah,
No,
well,
neither do I.
honestly, COVID might make it easier because everyone is feeling like, what the heck is going on? And
Hmm.
In
not
our
just
new in our new school, there were over 200 applications for like new kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even gonna have anyone to ask where any of the classes are. Everyone's just gonna be new, and it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
hey, you're a sophomore, right? Can you tell me where to go? They're gonna be like, what? No, I don't know where anything is either. I guess that's kind of comforting in a way. But like,
It is.
Yeah.
I feel like Cassie, for you, it's gonna be like one of the more stressful years, because what lots of I've heard that what lots of high schoolers do is that they just do all the hard, college entry work in their junior year and just like chill out senior year. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think this year, I'm taking AP classes. I think I'm taking two, which I know is going to be like a big change from last year. I took an honors class, but I went in twice a week and then I had online work that I just finished up the work I didn't finish in class. So, not going to lie, it's pretty easy. And for colleges and stuff, I don't know, because like I've been looking into some like colleges and what you need to apply. And so I'm like putting those into my schedule this year.
Hmm. Yeah, college is. I don't. There's like, it's such a stressful and crazy thing. Like, just having to like go away and do all these entry tests and stay in a new place. I don't know. It's just it. College is kind of scary to me.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I'd like. I don't even know what college I'd want to go to, and I don't think I'm gonna know. I think I'm just gonna apply and see what happens.
Speaking about, so since we're talking about back to school, I thought I thought we could brighten up the mood and talk maybe about some back to school or just school stories that we have that are just stupid and funny.
Okay.
So yeah,
Do you want to
I
start?
can start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember this is very okay. I don't even know if this is like irrelevant. So if you cut this out, I understand. But I remember in elementary school one day there's this kid and he was just hanging around and everyone was on the swings singing Jake Paul song because
Oh my
it was when that
God.
was the thing. Yep.
With
So
that
and then
Disney Channel flow.
someone
Okay, sorry.
everyone came running.
Stop, Dylan.
That kid has a pocket knife, you guys. So everyone went and told the teacher. And then
He
this
had a
kid
pocket knife?
a little pocket knife. He was like carving into the tree.
Oh my God.
And so the teacher was like, okay. And so the teacher went and they were like, okay, give me your pocket knife. You're not allowed to have that on school grounds. And this kid ran away. He literally started running. And in our old elementary school, it was pretty much like an open field for the recess area. And so they started running towards the houses that were nearby. And the teacher had to chase him down. Eventually, when they chased the kid down, they like literally had to like not tackle, but they did tackle him. They were like
I
pulling
can
it out, and
imagine
then
a
everyone.
teacher chasing after an elementary
No,
school
but
kid.
it wasn't just the teacher, guys. Like the
I have such a
entire
similar story to that.
third
Cassie
grade
could go
class
next.
just was running at this kid. It was like, give us the pocket knife. Anyways, that's that.
He's a
Alright.
bad boy.
Cassie, your turn.
Okay. So I remember during the beginning of school, we had like a bus fire drill, I guess.
Mhm.
Yes, it was a fire. I don't know why a bus would get set on fire without exploding, but anyway.
Yeah. You never know, some kid
What?
could bring some matches in.
To this church parking lot to like get off the bus. I don't know why. And there was like it was surrounded by a graveyard.
Oh, okay,
Which is
that's
also
grim.
sort of sus. Yeah, and then anyways,
Get
we
off,
were
kids,
getting
we're gonna bury you.
yeah, the bus was like slowing down, and this kid opens the window. I think he was in your grade, Sarah,
Uh-huh.
and he jumped out the window and ran and like hopped the fence into the graveyard. And he was on the run, and the bus driver was like, he didn't want to run. He was not fit. He was like round, and he was like, there were like sixth graders on the bus. Your brother was on the bus, and he was like, go get him, go get him. So they made a group of like the sixth graders get off the bus and chase him through the graveyard.
Oh my God.
And I remember the little kid was like running, and he jumped into a pond.
He's the main
it was
character.
Like a tiny pond. Yeah, it was like a tiny pond, and he was like had to get out and then come back. And I remember we were just like sitting there watching it.
That was eventful. I wonder what was going through his mind. Like, oh,
I
need to open this window and jump in that pond. I'm super heated right now. Oh my God.
I mean, if that doesn't say anything about the school system, you want to jump out a window.
Oh my
gosh.
So
Go ahead.
basically, my story, it was like first day or like second day of second grade, and everyone was just kind of getting to know each other in the cafeteria, and we were all sitting on one of those long tables, side by side and stuff. And it was like, I wouldn't really say popular, but it was the table with the most people. And I felt so amazing to sit there because I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so popular. But anyways, you guys know the game Mafia?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we started playing Mafia, where you'd pick a killer at random. Someone would pick a killer at random, and they'd have to kill someone, and the person had to like act dead, and we'd have to figure out who killed him, blah blah blah. Who's the killer? And we started playing that, and the lunch ladies looked at us like we were insane, because some kids were really doing the whole act. They fall on the floor and just start gagging, pretending to die. And it got like, and everyone was yelling, "He's the killer! No, she's the killer! Oh my god, we gotta kill them!" And the principal had to take the whole lunch table into her office and give us a whole lecture. It was like, oh my god, they were like freaking out. They thought we were actually like playing dead or poisoning each other. I feel like kids are capable of that though. I'd be worried too if I saw someone saying, "Kill them, kill them." Oh my god.
So, I know we all have those little embarrassing stories of either like middle school 6th grade boyfriends or, just like people who had crushes on you. So I
Oh my
decided to bring
god.
up this topic because I know we all have one of these stories. I remember in the beginning of 6th grade, there was this one boy. He was in my TA. So that's like the first class I go to just to like
Oh,
hang
I
out and
think
like
I know who you're talking about.
this boy,
Yeah.
not Sarah, wrong guy, but okay.
There's
No,
many
I
guys. You had like 5 crushes in 6th grade.
This one boy, he was in my TA. And I remember that he was just like there. He never said anything to me. I only knew his name, and that's all I knew about him. I remember he was like rich, and that's all I knew. So, moving, and then like up like 2 months later, my friends that I had made were telling me, like this kid's freaking weird. Like he used to have like this huge crush on me when I was in 2nd grade, and he would not leave me alone. And I was like, okay, random. And then a month goes by, and this boy, for some reason, has my phone number. And I was like, hi, where'd you get my phone number? He's like, oh, blah, blah, blah gave it to me. And I was like, oh. He's like, do you want to go out with me? And I was like, I don't know you. Very awkward. And a few months go by. He asks again. And then another month. Again.
This boy
I keep
does
making
not know how to
excuses.
give up.
I know, and I keep giving excuses. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I don't want to date right now. No, I'm not looking for someone to date, or like, no, just no, thank you. And then it goes into COVID at this point, and he's still asking me. He even uses, that Snapchat sticker that's like, do you like me? Yes, maybe,
Oh my
no.
god.
And I was like, leave me alone. I ended up blocking him.
Victoria, can I interrupt for a minute?
Well, the story's done. Yeah, I ended up blocking him.
So when you mentioned the sticker that said from Instagram that said, "Do you like me? Yes or no?" Do you want to know who asked me out using that sticker? Nope.
Bleep the name, girl.
Yeah, bleep it.
MATT. In 6th grade, like 2 days after he broke up with
Sheila. Be
Sheila.
embarrassed.
I'm gonna bleep out names, but 2 days
Are you
after he broke up
serious?
with Sheila, and I was like, oh my god, yes.
I thought he asked you. I mean, you asked him.
No, he asked me after he broke up. It was oh my god, it was only like a week and a half relationship, so it totally makes sense that you forgot. Still super embarrassing. Didn't know him at all. We just like talked about the most random things. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, well, I think the most embarrassing part of my 6th grade relationship. Okay, me and this like guy went and we like danced at socials together, and I was like, yeah, this is fun. I can dance with somebody. And then it was like in the middle of the school year, and he was like in the hallway right before eye time, which then was at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I told him that my parents wouldn't let me have a boyfriend.
Amazing excuse, Cassie.
And my parents like were freaking fine. They'd like laugh at me and stuff. And I think he knew that too. And so I was like, yeah, sorry. And he was like, oh, it's okay. Because I still wanted to dance because I wanted to have somebody to dance with. And then I went home. And I remember feeling really bad, and I was like, oh, I feel so bad. So I texted him. I was like, we can date. My parents are fine with it. And I do.
Cassie, you're pity dating? Oh, no.
That happened. Okay,
This is 6th grade, guys.
Fine, I'll tell it later.
Oh, I was in 6th grade.
Oh, my God. Cassie, continue.
That was, well, then we danced, and then he was like, the ending was so weird. He was like, I had this day where I was like, I told people like I pity dated him or something, and he was like, he texted me, he's like, do you want to break up with me? And I said something like random, like that didn't even go on the
He
topic,
sounds
and
like
then he
such a
was
pick me
like ending
boy.
it, and I was like, okay.
Oh my
Just
god.
okay.
That reminds me. If you're done, go ahead if you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Another 6th grade story, you guys. Because that's like 7th grade didn't happen for me. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so Victoria had many crushes throughout that grade
Oh, we
day.
know. Oh my god.
There was this. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that dude. That's for another day. There's too many stories about that dude.
We
I think
know.
y'all
We
know who
know.
we're talking about. Anyways,
The little bug.
there's this other dude. I can't say his name, but we're gonna call him Mike. Okay, Mike and I met at one of the high school football games.
Oh, right.
Because
You went in middle school.
Let me inform all the cool, like,
everyone in middle
quotations,
school.
all the cool middle schoolers would hang out at the football games in the back of the field. Yeah.
Yep.
Just some advice for you: if you're in middle school, don't go to the high school football games unless you
They
have
were
a sibling and your parents.
They
Yeah,
were
no,
so
don't.
fun though. Oh my god. I'd literally blow up Coke cans in the back of the football
Like-
field with my friends. It
Anyways,
was so fun.
at the end, no one actually cares that much, so do whatever you want. But let me continue.
True.
Mike and I, we met, and this high school football game. Everyone was there because it was like some like special one, and
No, it was just because it was the only thing to do in Vermont.
whatever. And
Oh, bleep that out, girl.
I went with a girl who was in my grade who I'm not really friends with anymore, but at the time we were good friends. So I went and I met with her, and I was like, okay, let's go hang out with whoever else is here. And I met some other really good, fun people there, but there was Mike. And I remember the only interaction that happened with me and Mike throughout that entire time was once, like, everyone decided to meet next to the forests where you can go into the path. And at the time, Mike was best friends with, you know who?
Who?
The dude. The other one. Who wouldn't stop asking me out.
Oh, okay.
You know how that kid got my number was from Mike. Anyways, continuing. We met up, and then we were just talking. Everyone was talking, was like, let's go into the woods. And then, you know, the dudes were like trying to scare us and stuff for no reason, because they're like that.
I know. What is it with dudes trying to
They were
scare
like,
you? They're not even that
Freddy's
scary, though.
You know, they were like, Freddy Cougar is going to come and kill you guys. We were like,
Cougar?
what?
Freddy Cougar.
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 Anyways, continuing. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. And so then he was like, wow, you don't get scared? And I was like, yes, I do. I cannot watch horror movies. He was like, haha, you're so funny. And I was like, okay.
Okay, I'm funny now.
And he's like, can I have your, like, Snapchat or phone number? And I was like, sure, here's my Snapchat. And it's like, okay. So, next day, he texted me. He's like, can I have your number? And I was like, oh, okay.
Okay
But
to
he never
everything
even
he
texted
says.
me on my number.
Aww.
He only texted me through Instagram DMs.
Me and
Anyways, and I remember he would always text me after football practice because he played football, and he was like, oh my god, football practice was so good today. We like played in dirt. I was like, woo, go you. You should come to my next game. I was like, yeah, I will, you know, like,
oh my god, why was every middle schooler's show of love coming to like their boyfriend or girlfriend's games? Like, it was always like, let me come to your game, let me cheer you on, just to tell them that they loved them.
Anyways, Sarah, you were gonna bleep this out, but and I was like, yeah, you know, my friends, you know, he's gonna be there. I was like, I was like, okay, cool. And then I was telling my friends about it. I was like, he definitely likes you. And I was like, oh, yay. Moving on. A couple months go by. I didn't end up going to his football game or anything, but I remember he continued texting me, saying just like, oh, what kind of food do you like? Random stuff, just to like, you know, try to talk to me. And then he finally asked me out to the social after giving many guys my number. Very cringy because it was 6th grade, so that didn't make sense. And he ends up asking me to one of the socials, and I literally said no. And then I said yes because I was also pitying him.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I was like, oh, you know what? I think I'll go. Why not?
By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, socials are like VT's way of dances. Yeah. I don't know why they call them socials, but okay. Keep going, Vic. And then you pity us.
Yeah, he pity us. And I was like, okay, sure. And then I remember the next day, this was like 2 days before the social. The next day, it gets bad here. I go to school. Every single person, this is like what happened when, who was it? Oh yeah, it was when like, you're also gonna have to bleep this one out. But
oh my God.
broke up, and then he started dating. You remember that?
Horrible.
It was like that. Everyone mobbed me.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, you're going to social with the oh my God, why would you do that?"
Oh my God, Vic, you name dropped.
Oh my God, no! Jesus!
Mike.
They're just like cut that entire part out.
His name is Mike.
So everyone mobbed me, and they're like, "You're going out with Mike? You're going to the social with Mike? Oh my God, you're going out with Mike?" I was like, "Don't do that. He's so annoying. Like, no, he's like dated everyone." And I was like, so the entire day, like, these people gave me an anxiety attack, I swear. And I was like telling everyone, I was like, I don't know, I think I should just like tell him I don't want to go anymore. And I was like freaked out, you guys. I thought I was like gonna get, like, I thought everyone would hate me for some reason. It turns out I eventually went, and I texted him that exact day, and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't go to the social with you anymore.
Peer pressure. Oh my God, Vic.
I remember that day I remember the next day seeing him at school, and I just felt so bad because you know what I just did to him? But guys, also remember, he never even talked to me once in person. Not once. I saw him in the hallway many times. Never talked to me once.
That of 6th grade.
Yep, that is pure middle school, not 8th grade, but 6th and 7th grade behavior right there. Only talking through social media.
School, not just and 8th grade, girl.
Cassie, you don't even know what goes down in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Nobody's mature in 8th grade.
Cassie,
nobody's mature. But
yes, I know, but they're so cringy about it.
Oh,
they are cringy,
super.
But they do talk in person.
Super.
Anyways,
wait, I'm not in 8th grade. What am I doing? Why am I defending 8th graders when I'm not a part of them anymore? I need to get out of this 8th grade mind.
Yeah,
anyways,
girl.
Continuing. So, I broke him. Next, I see him in the hallway, and I felt so bad. And a few months go by, and then this girl I used to be close with, but I really don't enjoy her company or being with her at all anymore. TMI. But anyways, she ends up dating Mike, and I was like, didn't you tell me that like he was not good like a month ago? And she's like,
she was just jealous.
And she was like, yeah, but he's different now. And I was like, what? And
he's different now.
All my friends were agreeing with me, like, don't date him. And then he ended up breaking up with her because she was too nice. I know.
Wait.
Anyways, that's all. I was a little long. I'm sorry.
No, that was interesting though. Mike, very, very complicated. He seems.
We're gonna talk about what should we call the other boy that was a problem for me.
Ant. I mean,
oh my God. We're gonna call him.
I meant Bug.
We're gonna call him Beetle.
Oh, yeah, like that's any better. Okay, but we have to end it here because we've been talking for 30 minutes. So everybody say goodbye. Say I love you.
Goodbye, loves.
Bye,
Harry Styles.
Oh my God, I love Harry Styles, but I could talk about him for a solid.
Oh, how about we
3 days?
How about we?
He's allergic to marshmallows.
We should do a series where we like talk about albums.
No.
Billie
We should just do a celebrity episode next. We talk about celebrities.
Guys, come back if you want a celebrity episode.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.